Okay. As advertised on the website, we have scheduled a special business meeting tonight, which I would like to call to order. The purpose of the special business meeting is the only meetings that town can vote at are business meetings. And since this was a agenda review meeting, we're not permitted to vote. So as opposed to putting off voting till next Monday, which is our business meeting, we decided to have a special business meeting that we publicized in the appropriate manner. So I'm calling this business meeting together to order, and I'm asking, is there any new business?
I move to suspend Chief of Police David R. Santee Sr. without pay pending the development of a corrective action plan for the reinstatement of his employment.
I second.
There's been a motion and a second. Are there any comments from council?
When is it effective?
The motion.
Yes.
It's effective immediately.
Okay, that's not right.
There's no comments from council?
Does he need to say that? That's all I'm asking. Does he need to say when it's effective? Did you say that?
Well, I moved to suspend Chief of Police.
Effective
without-
immediately, I think you gotta say
Yeah,
something. like
okay,
that.
for
Okay.
reinstatement. Move to suspend Chief of Police David R. Santee immediately without pay,
We'll say effective immediately.
effective immediately.
That's why we should have waited till next week.
I understand. That's a good suggestion, right?
Without pay pending the development of a corrective action plan for the reinstatement of his employment.
I second.
Okay, there's a second for the amended motion. Is there any comment from anyone in council?
I disagree with this.
I do too.
I certainly would advocate for much stronger discipline.
Any other comments? I also do not support this motion, mainly because of the hour, and because I think there are a lot of people that, public comment that would like to be made, and that so many of the public has already gone home. And so I would have liked to have seen this at an earlier time, so people could come in and make their public comment.
Yeah, I agree. The fair thing to do is to
I
wait a
agree
week.
as well, even though I'm a proponent of the motion.
Any other
Because-
comments from council?
The residents should know about
Yeah.
this.
Let it
Exactly.
be known the people do not get to hear their voice, to have their voice heard, because some people don't care enough to wait for a week.
Are there any comments from any citizens? If so, please come to the microphone, say your name and your address and your comment. All right, hearing none, there's been a motion.
Wait.
Wait,
Oh,
that-
coming
Oh,
come on.
I'm sorry. You're moving a little, I didn't see you.
Ron Eichner, Eichner Farm, 285 Richard Road. I understand, what was put in motion as far as that, and I guess you have to do something, but, this has been a lot of drama, and I think, in my opinion, that, I don't wanna put this, there's been a lot of undercurrent. I think there should be an investigation of different leaks that were put out there, and what, what the root causes of those were. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments from citizens? All right, hearing none. Let me see, can I just read from yours, Greg, since you amended it, I want to get it correct. There is a motion to suspend effective immediately the Chief of Police, David R. DeSanti Sr., without pay pending the development of a corrective action plan for the reinstatement of his employment. There's been a motion and there's a second. There has been discussion. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Nay.
Hey,
Roll call vote.
Ward 2. Aye. Ward 3.
Nay.
Ward 4.
Aye.
Ward 5.
Aye.
Ward 6.
nay.
Ward 7.
Aye.
Ward 1.
Nay.
The vote was 4 ayes, 3 nays. The motion carries.
Is there any other new business? Is there a motion to adjourn the special business meeting?
So moved.
Second.
There's a motion, a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Special business meeting is closed. We will call to order the agenda review meeting.
Can I have this, I'm sorry, did I get the motion in the second? Who made the motion second?
I second.
Joanne, second.
I mean,
No, to adjourn.
oh,
Joanne
oh,
made the motion and Bill seconded.
To adjourn.
Yes, to adjourn.
Bill?
McKim.
McKim.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was doing something else. I
That's all right.
apologize. Okay, and the call to order, I'm sorry, the motion for the, who made the motion
I was
to,
gonna say, you can watch the movie.
Yeah, I agree.
you made the motion?
I mean, it's something-
And Travis, okay.
All right,
Thank you.
review the tentative business meeting agenda for next week. We will have an executive let's see if I have the updated one. I will still have an executive session at 6:30 to discuss personnel matters. And then we'll have a regular business meeting, call to order. Invocation will be from Councilmember Kirk, okay? Lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. We'll approve minutes, announcements. We have two public hearings?
Yes.
Two or three? Two
Two.
public hearings. One will be on ordinance 1484, the ordinance that would change the zoning district of certain vacant properties located on Ingomar Road, identified, and it has all their lot numbers. And this is to change the district from C7, which is an office building district, to an R3 townhouse and garden apartment district. And that would be, we'll do the public hearing next week, and then it will go to the zoning committee on February 11th, and then it will come back to our business meeting February 25th. The second public hearing is on an ordinance tentatively identified as 1485, and that is a rezoning of certain properties abutting Corporate Drive in McCandless, and here are all of their lot numbers, and that is gonna be changed from C5 to C6, an industrial, should say light industrial district. I think that's what we called that, isn't it? Didn't we call that a light industrial district as opposed to industrial district?
Chris?
That's what I thought.
I think-
There is neither an industrial or light industrial, so I believe it was currently industrial, but
No,
that's something.
It is light.
Yeah, I thought it was light too.
it was supposed to be light.
Okay.
Okay, can we make that in there?
Industrial light.
No, light
Light
industrial.
industrial.
And amending the zoning map accordingly, and this, we are changing, this ordinance, this zone will still keep all the C5 properties it currently has, and basically just have one addition, which would be for the, let me find exactly, planning to provide for medical marijuana facilities, including medical marijuana academic clinical research centers. It's a conditional use for I Industrial District. And it goes on at length. So this will be our public hearing. And that will go back to Planning Committee February 11th, and that will be voted on the 25th of February at our meeting. Reports, we will move to approve the bills, which we'll go over tonight. And then we'll also approve the new calendar protocol, I guess is the word, policy. We called it a policy. Oh, which one? You showing me? Yeah, right here. Yeah, this is the one I'm on. And number 2 is the calendar policy that we all have. Was there any questions about the calendar policy, or I think we kind of looked at it and thought it was pretty clean, and so this is very exciting to get this on the website. I think for me, when do you think it will be up? If we approve it?
Within the end of the week of January 28th is what I'm told by our communications manager.
Terrific. All right. Any comments or questions or something you don't like about the agenda? Or not the agenda, but the tentative regular business meeting? Okay? All right, liaison reports. I appreciate everyone who turned in their reports, and we'll ask you, if you don't mind, please, if you don't have a meeting, just send that to Marie, just so I'm not like looking for reports, because I know some of these committees don't meet very frequently. Greg, was there anything you need to tell us about on planning?
Well, just the things we mentioned at the zoning committee meeting last week, that they're going to amend section 1335, which deals with C5, to add personal care homes, and also to reduce the height of the building from 85 feet to 45 feet, and setbacks for residential will be reduced from 200 feet to 100 feet. And the other thing was the property is to be rezoned near Ingemore Terrace, near East Ingemore Knight Road, and it's to be from C7 to R3, multi-family garden type apartments.
Now, Bruce had said that the reduction from 85 feet to 45 feet was incorrect, and that was going to be some kind of other footage.
The potential applicant, the attorney for the potential applicant has commented to us via email that he thought it was to be 55 feet. The height would be 55, not 45.
So,
I wonder if he knows that you measured from the average ground elevation to half of the road, the roof height.
And that was gonna be my clincher comment.
Okay.
That was still under review, just like the
Okay.
football game last night.
Okay.
so when are we gonna know? When it's
Uh,
time to vote for it?
No,
Okay,
you have a public hearing coming up.
okay. All right, so I knew that there was a question about that. Anything from zoning hearing?
Zoning hearing board is, there was a variance asked for to construct a garage on the side yard instead of the backyard because the backyard was so hilly, and that was granted. And then there's the substantive validity challenge to the ordinance regarding Montclair, 131 Montclair, from the challenging it at being zoned C3, highway commercial instead of R2.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay, MTSA. Bill, nice report as always.
Yes, the minutes from the December 6th and the reconvened meeting on December 20th were included in your package, and on January 3rd, the reorganization meeting was held for the authority. Nothing further.
Okay. McCandless Franklin Park Ambulance Authority.
Meeting was held on December 17th, where largely the topic was the discussion of strategic planning and also capital planning. Tonight, the Ambulance Authority held their reorganization meeting. Nothing further to report.
Okay. Anything from the library? Anything additional?
Due to the fact that we did not have a meeting in December, November's minutes will not be approved until tomorrow evening at our board meeting. So as a result, I couldn't submit those.
Okay. North Hills Council of Governments.
Meeting Thursday.
Okay. Joint Rec.
The meeting is being scheduled.
Okay. MIDA.
The submitted a written report and.
Thank you.
That's it then, I guess.
Excellent. Great report, sir.
Report, Bill.
No, I was thanking Bill for submitting his report because the MIDA doesn't meet up.
It was substantial, it was a substantial report.
Boy, I wanted to
Did you have
kiss.
anything you wanted to add, Bill?
In light of your comments, Madam President, no.
We're only that easy. Okay, volunteer firefighter steering, anything?
Oh, not yet.
Okay. Pittsburgh Community Development Corporation. Billy's afraid now.
Yeah. The
No report.
Yeah.
That's no
it's
really.
Jay, right?
Okay.
I lost my,
Jay?
there
Oh, I'm
is
sorry,
no
Jay.
activity on that, and I'll
Okay.
submit, and there hasn't been for the longest period of time.
Okay.
But I will submit you a written report, confirm, or give it to Marie, and so that you have a record of
Just
it.
for next month, just for next month. You don't have to do it for this month.
Okay?
Okay, the Heritage Center.
No, you missed the community day. Oh, I'm sorry.
So,
Minutes were submitted. They're in the packet.
okay, yep. Great programs coming up. Everybody keep your eyes on, looks like we got some good things happening. I'm excited about
We're
that.
working very hard to have a good program each month.
Once a month. That's nice. And then bad programs in between that?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Couple, just a couple.
I'll let you
Okay,
know which are good and bad.
okay. Community Day Committee.
Our first meeting is tomorrow night at 7:30 here at Town Hall.
Okay, and also, you have volunteers from the community, if you wanna show up and do some work and help out, we've got great ideas.
Absolutely.
That's right? Okay, good. EAC, Community Day Cleanup is April 6th, mark your calendars. We're also looking at adopting a piece of roadway, so be looking for that, you know, where you put up the little sign and the EAC kind of adopts a piece of road, and we'll be, kind of showing how that process goes to maybe encourage other community groups to do the same. Personnel Board?
Nothing yet. We're gonna hopefully have something coming up, right?
Yeah, the work session.
Okay, yep, that's it.
Okay, boy, you guys tear through these meetings. You're doing a good job. My reports and correspondence, LGA, the Local Government Academy, sent us a letter to ask us if we are interested in an intern. You know, we're working on that sustainability certification. I sent that to Toby, and then he sent it to John to see if John was interested. And is that what that is now, or have we decided?
And 3 other department heads.
Okay.
Because it's possible, while we didn't budget money for an intern, it would be probably in the range of $3,000 to $4,000. However, we have money in the public works budget for summer help, and often don't get all the people to fill those slots. What I think we could do is, if council would like me to pursue this, I think it would be a good idea to have an intern help us with some of the other projects. We have a number of projects that we could have an intern. They could get a pretty good litmus test of what local government's like, ranging from the Environmental Advisory Committee, sustainability work, helping Dan with some of the fire marshal work, some public works,
Good.
and zoning. I think it'd be a good opportunity to at least give a shot at getting an intern, if that's okay. We did not budget it, but I think we could spread that money out, and I think it would be valuable. It'd probably pay big dividends.
Can I get some head nods?
Great.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thanks,
good.
Kim.
I'd also like to thank Cliff and Carol, which are the owners of the Flag Company, for donating a town flag and stand. It's in the main auditorium. That was very generous of them. And where are we on, the town manager's report, go ahead.
Okay, just a couple of items to point out. One in particular is, I put an exclamation point after number 1E. The Cuba Road Bike Shop is open. They have had inquiries from western states, Colorado was pointed out to me in particular, that have come to visit, take pictures, and just, they think it's a great design. We took a while. Everything's custom inside, and they're just amazed, and they're people that are trying to copy this apparently and get ideas from it. So it's finally a nice project and a nice amenity to the community. On page 2 of my report, Highlands Road Storm Sewer got I think a very good response, especially after, I got this response late Friday afternoon. I cranked it into my report, and at the very end of my statement there on item D on page 2, it says work would be scheduled in conjunction with the county after the cost sharing proposal is compared to ours. I've in general talked to Mark Sabina about this, and he emailed me back. The work that the county's offering is likely gonna at least match what we were asking them to do in terms of stormwater work. It makes a lot more sense. It's very logical that you're gonna be working in their right of way and disturbing some of their roadway. They wanna put their roadway back the way they do it. That makes a lot of sense. We do the pipe work. They connect our pipe to their pipe, and then they fix the road, and they don't charge us for a permit. Sounds like a good deal. I would, if you want me to get the actual, try to crank, drill down to get the exact dollar, because we asked the county for about $23,000. From the amount of roadway that's gonna be disturbed, I think this is gonna be at least $23,000 is my point. I realize it's an off-the-cuff statement, but if you'd like me to drill down, I will. I would like to advance, keep this thing moving, if it,
Sounds like a good
I think
idea.
Councilwoman Kirk asked me if you found this acceptable, and she was pleased with the results as well.
right, so if we could get, I'd like to get, how about if, let me propose this, we're gonna need an agreement with the county. Let's put together the agreement with their solicitor, county solicitor, our solicitor, have the agreement ready for council to adopt at the next business meeting. If there's something that's gone afoul with the cost sharing here, we'll report that out at the next meeting, how's that?
Okay.
Okay, I think it's a win for both of us. Under the COG report that I gave, I strung together some items quickly as kind of a mini minutes from a meeting that had been held that Friday morning. Again, I was finishing this report Friday afternoon. Some good ideas that the COG really wants to rejuvenate, stormwater rehab on a regional basis, stormwater facility rehab, looking for places to install regional facilities that the communities can share. The COG would be a conduit for grant funding. Mary Ellen Ramage, who's the manager of Etna Borough and often referred to as the poster child of stormwater management. And we, being as avid stormwater managers as we have been since the late 1970s, Mary Ellen and I put a PowerPoint presentation together about 5 years ago, and our colleagues said, why don't you reprise that and offer it to the board at a coming meeting, Steve. So I think you might be seeing Mary Ellen and me make this presentation and let the board know and let the other managers know what we have done and what we can do about stormwater management. And one item that I did not report, and I went back and checked my notes, our EAC would be pleased to hear that other communities are looking at the Tree Vitalize program that we're looking at, and also planting street trees. And in our case, it would be trees planted strategically in our parks that we're looking at. I think that's still being pursued.
It is.
Chair.
Yes, it is.
Okay, and I think the rest speaks for itself. Minor comment, we did sell 2 police cars, got nice prices from Chicago Autoplex. One for $8,000, one for $9,000. The third car is will be on its way shortly.
How are we doing on the sustainability certification?
It seems like John has us right now, John Bajarski has us right now at the bronze level
Okay,
of things that are not EAC.
okay.
So if we were to, be, say, what's our certification today, we have points already that are at the bronze level, so.
That's good, that's great.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, we have several things we're working on, of course.
Yeah, EAC is working on 23 items that will work in concert with John Bajarski and some help from staff. And John Bajarski basically is just methodically going through what we are currently doing and adjusting, documenting things on our website so the public knows. That's the main goal. People are supposed to know under the sustainability certification what we do. The public has to know what we're doing. And so he's methodically updating those, our items on our website. So the target date was right around the end of June, beginning of July. I think we're on track.
Terrific. Okay, that's it?
That's it.
Town attorney's report, we have that report. Is there anything you needed to elaborate on?
Unless there are any questions, I have nothing to add to it.
Okay. Any questions? For our substitute solicitor?
I'm sure you guys want another executive session, so let's do it.
Yeah, we're all warmed up. We're all warmed up. Okay, is there any, if there's, isn't any other, if there isn't any other business? We didn't have anything done for public comment.
We'll catch all at the end.
Yeah. Any public comment? Okay. All right, hearing none. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Chair can adjourn. Chair, it's committee. Chair can adjourn.
Make motion.
Withdraw your motion.
All right, we